welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all having a very happy day today. I wanted to try something new on my channel on my financial journey, and that would be a savings challenge for 2021. Now, if you are on your debt-free journey, just like I am, this might be frowned upon by Mr. Dave Ramsey. However, I really wanted to try this, and it looks like it's going to be so much fun, especially because you guys are going to be joining me on the savings challenge. And I was actually inspired to make this video by the Budget Mom. I'm pretty sure most of you have heard of her, and if you haven't, you absolutely have to check her out. She will be linked in the description box down below. So thank you, Kamiku. And thank you to anyone who helped me come up with these savings challenges. Now, even if they're not in this video, I'm sure that it inspired me to come up with some of the ones that I did. So thank you. And there are 12 challenges, one for each month in 2021. I will be randomly selecting one in my journaling videos. So if you guys want to join me, make sure to check those videos out. My January 2021 journal setup video will be released shortly after this video. So go ahead and check it out if you guys want to see what challenge we are doing for the month of January. Okay, let's get started. If you guys are interested in these markers, I'll have them linked in the description box down below. I know I get a lot of questions regarding those markers, and they are amazing. I love them so much. Okay, now let's get started. This first challenge, I'm sure a lot of you have heard of. It's called the $5 challenge. I know I've heard about it years ago. However, I've never actually tried it. So what this is every $5 bill you come across, you're going to save it. If you follow me on my financial journey and you've seen my other videos, you know that I do something called a zero-based budget. And what that is I use every single dollar in my budget, and I also only use cash. Something like this is going to be easy for me to do compared to somebody who doesn't do that. If you want to know more about it, I encourage you to watch my other video. Doing a zero-based budget and using cash only has helped me tremendously. So I definitely recommend that you guys give it a shot too. The next one is going to be no eating out challenge. Now this one is definitely going to be a challenge for myself. It's so easy to go spend money on food. It's definitely going to challenge me to cook more. So this will be interesting. The third one is the 10% challenge. So this one, what you do is basically you are saving 10% from your entire income. So if you receive 4 different incomes, you're going to save 10% from each of those. Now, if you think 10% is too much or too little for your budget, go ahead and change it. Change it to 5%, 15%, whatever fits best. I thought 10% was a good number, and we'll see how challenging that will be when the time comes. The fourth one is sell something. Okay, so for this one, you are going to want to look through your wardrobe, look through your random items. Go ahead and make an account on Poshmark or OfferUp. You're going to want to try to sell your stuff. Now, this is stuff that just sits around. Maybe you've never even worn it or used it, and go ahead and try and make money. And let's see how much money we can make just by selling the things that we don't use anymore. I'm really excited to try this one because I have been wanting to sell a few different things that I no longer use. I think it's going to be very interesting to see how much we make. And even if it's just $5 or $10, you guys, that's $5 or $10 that we didn't have before, and I think that's really neat. So that's going to be a fun one too. The fifth one is no spend weekdays. So this one's pretty self-explanatory. You are going to try your best not to spend any money during the week. So when I say that, this does not include groceries or gas or necessities such as that, but it does include maybe fast food restaurants, retail stores, all of that stuff. It's going to challenge you to not spend. Now, I'm not saying to save that money and blow it all on the weekend. Really try your best to not spend that money. And if you are going to spend money on the weekend, limit yourself. I know it can be tough, but I'm sure that we can all do it. So with this one comes number 6, and that is no spend weekends. Now, originally I did just say a no spend challenge, which that's kind of ridiculous. I meant it like don't spend in the entirety of the month, and that's just too crazy. So I went ahead and separated these two. And again, with this one, that doesn't mean to spend your entire budget during the week and no spending on the weekend. Really try and limit yourself, and let's see how much we can save. Now, number seven is side hustle. So this one I think is going to be another fun one. I have a few ideas for what I'm going to do, but go ahead and try and get a side hustle and really challenge yourself to save that money. I think my side hustle might be collecting and taking the recycle. You'd be surprised by how much money you get for recycling, so let me know what you guys have in mind for that one. Number 8 is a routine spend challenge. I did have a tough time trying to come up with a clever name for this one, so I just called it a routine spend challenge. Okay, so let me go into this one a bit further. So something that you routinely spend money on every month. So something I spend money on every month are my nails, and I do it because I make YouTube videos, but it is definitely not a necessity. So that might be something that I give up during this challenge to see just how much money I can save, and it'll also challenge me to do my own nails. So whatever that is for you, so you might have to take a minute and think, what is something I always spend money on, and is there an alternative? Number 9 is taxes doubled challenge. Now this one might be self-explanatory. You're going to want to double your taxes on all of your purchases that month and save it. So let's say we go to the store and taxes is $4. I'm going to take that $4, multiply it by 2, which gives me $8, and I'm going to save $8. Now, if you think that might be too much because maybe you just spend so much money, go ahead and just take the taxes. So if it's $4, go ahead and save that $4. Okay, the 10th challenge is degrees into dollars. I've decided to do it once every 2 weeks. So maybe when I'm doing my cash envelope stuffing, since I get paid bi-weekly, I'm going to go ahead and, let's say 2 Fridays out of the month, I'm going to look at the high temperature of the day and I'm going to take that money and save it. Now, if that might be too much money for you, that's completely okay. Take the high divided by 2 and save that amount. If that's not enough, take the high, multiply it by 2 and save that amount. It's completely up to you, but I think that'll be another fun one to go ahead and do. The 11th challenge I have is clearance/coupon challenge. Now this one is going to challenge you to look for clearance items instead of the regularly priced. This might be in the grocery store or wherever you may be shopping. And also a coupon challenge. So this is another one that I've always wanted to try and I just haven't gotten around to it. Go ahead and save those coupons, cut them out. Now I've used coupons before, but usually when I go, I only use maybe one for a specific item. So this is really going to challenge me and I'm so excited to try this just to see how much I save. So usually when you go to, let's say, grocery store, almost every store, at the bottom of your receipt, it's going to tell you how much you saved from that trip. You're going to take that number and save it. So if you save $20, you're going to save those $20. This one is going to be interesting to see how much we save because I've never actually looked at that number for the entirety of a month. So I think that's going to be really fun. And the 12th and final challenge that I have for you guys is the instead of challenge. Now this one I think is neat because this is definitely one that we can all do. Again, I couldn't come up with another name for it, so I just said it how it is, the instead of challenge. So instead of, let's say, buying a Starbucks coffee, let's make our own coffee with what we have at home. Instead of going to buy a Subway sandwich, let's make our own sandwich, etc., etc. And obviously this can only go so far, but I think it'll be really interesting to see how much we save. So those $5 that you were gonna spend on a Starbucks drink, let's take those $5 and save it. And that's how we are going to see how much we can save. Speaking of the coffee, going back to number 8, I know some of my cousins told me that for their routine spend, they were definitely going to do coffee. So like mine was nails, they're gonna save on coffee. They might try to. It is a challenge, and for the most part you can mold these and make it best suitable for your life. I think this is going to be so much fun for all of us to do, and I'm so excited. Please comment down below and let me know if you guys are going to join me on this savings challenge for 2021, and maybe a savings goal. Do you have a goal? What are you saving for? I think it's going to be so much fun. Okay, so I'm actually going to take these challenges and write each one individually on a piece of paper, and then I'm going to place them all in their own envelope. So let me go ahead and do that, and I'll explain afterwards why I'm doing that. So I just finished writing all 12 of them, and now I'm gonna go ahead and put them in the envelopes. So now that I have all of these, I'll be mixing them up, and I will be opening one each month in my journal setup videos. So like I said, that video will be released after this video. So if you guys are going to join me, definitely make sure to check out my journal videos. And please comment down below if you guys are going to do this savings challenge with me. Like I've said, I've never actually done savings challenges like this before, so I am very excited to go ahead and do this. And go ahead and comment which one of these you are most excited for. I know that I have a couple that I'm more excited for than the other ones, so go ahead and comment down below and tell me what you think. And that concludes this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that it hopefully inspired a few of you out there to sit down and look at your finances and to consider a zero-based budget. It is definitely tough in the beginning, however, it does get easier and easier. I know that I've always told you guys that, and I actually do get comments agreeing with that all the time. Hang in there, it will get easier. I hope you guys join me on this challenge. I'm super excited, and even though I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do with that money, I do have a few ideas, but we'll see. And on top of these savings challenges, just to let you guys know, I am going to continue saving all of my change and all of my single dollar bills. That video actually will be released within the next week or so, so stay tuned for that, and I'll be seeing you guys in my next video. Bye.